Hello UBC, this is Coffinpuppet. Here is part of my collection that I have from when I did do lifesteal combat. It's just my helmet, my halberd, my clamshell gauntlets, my, well, single head broadsword. It weighs about 4 pounds. It's got a safety edge on it. It's an 1/8 inch, so it's not really a cutter at the moment. I have to put an edge on it. This thing though, I've done no fighting with this thing. I don't think I will, unless it's necessary, of course. This is Grendel, that axe mace thing I was talking about. The head actually drops off and it has 3 more spikes that goes into it, actually creating a morning star more than a mace. But it's a fun little toy. I have to keep it hidden from my son. He likes it. And well, while the edge on it isn't sharp, it's sharp enough to make rough cuts, even if just rubbed across the skin. But this is what I'm going to be busting some water bottles with when Terra Firma gets up here. I figured I'd give y'all, a visualization of it because my description on it was kind of vague in the forum. This is my Capricorn. This right here has never been used as far as lifesteal goes. The blade I had before was a Sky Castle. Same steel, just different companies. Sky Castle was a good blade, but it was also a little too soft. It got chewed up real bad in combat, and I had to redress the blade almost after 3 or 4 fights. This thing, though, this thing right here is one of the toughest blades I've ever seen. I've done quite a bit with it, as far as put it through some practical use playing with it, and it's never really dinged up. I mean, the edge is pretty solid. Fun blade. Now this, I'm going to get up close on this one because there's certain aspects of this helmet that are better to be seen up close and personal than just rather a shot. The bars across the eyes are, I think, 1/2 inch. That was a safety precaution on our helmets to keep blades from sliding in on you on your eyes when you're fighting. Now, of course, the grilled front. You got the cross piece in the nose, which is more traditional than anything, but I'm kind of glad it's there because I've been popped right there a few times, and it was not a pleasant thing. Now, the top of the helm, you can see it's taken some abuse. It's the worst mace hit I've ever received was that bad boy right there. And it didn't really hurt me, but it just the recoil of it so bad inside this helm, it dropped me. But that's the worst shot I ever took doing steel combat. You can see that's that's not a small indent there. Yeah, this thing's all types of chewed up, but that one I think is the worst one that got it. Having a flat top helmet like this, having these great helms really sucks, especially against a bludgeon type weapon, just because of spinal compression getting hit right here on the top of your head. That goes right down to your tailbone and drop you to your knees. I got good guarding my head after a while because I got sick of getting hit right there. That's such a beautiful target. I ended up fighting with a German-style articulated Soleil for a long time, and I hated this helmet. Every time I had to wear this helmet, I'd spit at it before I'd put it on. But this is the only helmet I had for my own personal gear, and, well, when it came down to it, the guys I practiced with, of course, would wear their own gear. They wore this a couple of times. There's some guys who like it because of the visibility. It does have a great advantage of visibility. I can't wear my glasses under there, but I can still see enough movement and color from their tabards that they wore that I could pop them. I'm going to do one gauntlet. You don't need to see both. And I'm going to end this video. This is an Italian style 2-lamb clamshell gauntlet. It's better reinforcement for the hand. Wearing fully fingered articulated gauntlets, you still end up breaking a finger if you're not careful. I'm going to let you look at my wall while I put this thing on. Now this is my left hand, my fighting hand. It's about a 2-pound gauntlet. You only got 2 points of articulation as far as the hand, and then you got your thumb. There's not much room as far as wrist movement. You're very restricted. You can't break your wrist in the sense of striking that way, except to like that. You got a lot of play that way, but don't really do you good in instances. And these things are also chewed up. I've opted on these just for the simple fact that I've used my hands a lot to block with in steel combat, because it didn't count as an active shot, or like getting a limb taken away or anything like that. So if I had to block, I'd pull my hand back to me and let you hit my gauntlet. Made a lot of people mad, beat my hands up, but hey, what works, works. Alright, well, that's it for me, guys. I'll be sending more later on down the road when Terra Firma and I get our chance to do our little hike trip and do some Chennai fighting. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll have more to add next time I'm on. See ya.